that Olympic champion, Athing, that's in the 800, Athing Mo is running here in the 1500 final.
Well, all eyes are going to be on her right now. Can she adapt to the 1500? She said in her interview after the prelim, it is a very different field. There's 12 women out on the track versus 8. The tactics are different. She learned a lot from that prelim. What can she take from that to apply here to the final now?
Also here is Corey McGee.
Corey McGee is having a great season. I talked to her this morning. She said she cannot wait to get this started. She sort of has a slow burn. She starts her season conservatively, but really ramps it up as it goes along. She ran the 3rd fastest U.S. women's time ever in the mile just recently, and she feels like she's ready to win her first national title.
Ran 2nd in her heat. How will it pan out here in the final? Nikki Hiltz on the far right of your screen. Everyone ready to go for the Garden of Life women's 1500-meter final.
A little bit too much movement on the start line there, so they call them back to stand up. A lot of nerves, a lot of women capable of making this team.
Center of your screen with the green sunglasses on is teenager Addie Wiley. She's excited about this.
Addie Wiley's only 19 years old. She has the World Championship standard. She runs NAIA. It's just incredible to see her in here. And she said after the prelim, I have a lot of tools in my chest. I have things I still have to offer. So even though she's young and quite frankly very inexperienced at this level, she believes she can keep up with anyone, and she believes she can compete with anyone.
Just remember the story that Addo and Sonia told not long ago. There's a few of the competitors colliding there, just early race jostling, about legendary coach Bobby Kersey and what he has done with so many athletes over the decades, most notably and recently Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Well, now the athlete you see running 2nd is Athing Mo, Olympic gold medalist in the 800, world champion in the 800. There she is there, has gone to the Kersey camp. And this is what Bobby does. Challenges athletes at different distances to challenge themselves, to help them grow in a different area. How is this 1500 meters going to look on Athing Mo?
I think it's going to be good for her. You know, she said her coach wanted her to run longer than 2 minutes, push herself for longer than 2 minutes. Again, she's in sort of unknown territory right here. She's never run a 1500 at this level against this type of competition. They aren't running crazy fast right now. Everyone's sort of feeling each other out. You can see Corey McGee is tucking behind Athing Mo. Sinclair Johnson is right behind her, keeping everyone in their sights. But it'll be interesting to see how she pans out here. She's sort of leading this chase pack, and the big heavy hitters are following behind her.
Corey McGee is slotted in there. Right there, then Sinclair Johnson. Addie Wiley, the teenager, not too far behind either, just a couple of positions back. And there in the green shorts is Nikki Hiltz.
Nikki Hiltz is having an incredible year. They won their first U.S. Indoor Championship title in the 1500, has had a lot of success, was right behind Corey McGee in that mile, also running 4:18. They feel very confident in their fitness and their kick right now after making a big coaching change and a move a little over a year ago. They feel much more comfortable. They have as good of a shot as any to win this race.
Helen Schlachtenhofen is in there also right near Nikki Hiltz. All in green. And Athing Mo's just eased back a little bit to the pack in this Garden of Life women's 1500-meter final. This is how she runs the 800. She likes to be at the front and dictate the pace.
Yeah, you know, this is a slower pace for these women. Athing Mo, you know, again, she's just sort of feeling it out. She doesn't have experience through the rounds in tactical races so much like this as the other women. The 800 is a very different event, but right now she's holding her own, keeping her position. She's running a little outside of lane 1, but she's sort of staying there, and you can tell she's sort of looking around, waiting. Look at how bunched they are, Lee. At some point, someone is going to take this. And we see Heather McLean as well move up on the outside, a Tokyo Olympian who's had a little bit of a slow start to her season, but she's going to move this up, and we see Addie Wiley as well. Someone is going to move very, very soon.
Nikki Hiltz pushed to the front, and now the others respond like Addie Wiley there in the bright green glasses. There's the bell. They're on their way home, and Athing Mo leads the field.
She leads the field, but look at Sinclair Johnson. Yes, she's back, but she looks awfully relaxed, and she is very confident in what she can do right now. We see her back. She's a little boxed, but now she's moving to the outside. Does she have enough room and time to run this field down?
Hiltz in the green shorts, feeling confident. Corey McGee on the inside of Athing Mo.
Athing Mo is leaving room right now for people to pass her on the inside, and Corey McGee is keeping that space open so that she has room in order to make a move. And now we see Sinclair Johnson get back into the mix.
Look out wide in the blue bottom. That is Sinclair Johnson bringing the fight to Nikki Hiltz, Corey McGee and Athing Mo. Athing Mo looks incredibly composed. The 800-meter world champion and Olympic gold medalist is leading this 1500 field. But here comes Nikki Hiltz. Hiltz and Athing Mo. Hiltz is going to do it. Nikki Hiltz is a national champion in the 1500.
Lee, what a race out of Nikki Hiltz. Nikki planned that absolutely perfectly. They kept in contact, they never overextended themselves, and they were there for the finish when they needed to be.
There has been a lot that has changed in Nikki Hiltz's life over the past few years. And there's one word that keeps coming to the top when Nikki talks about it, and that is confidence.